Imagine this. It is late at night.
The house is completely dark.
The house is very, very quiet.
You are sleeping in your warm bed.
You are dreaming happy dreams.
But suddenly,
Crash! Oh no, Johnny, that is a scary sound.
it is a terrifying sound, Emmilia. You hear a noise. A window breaks downstairs.
Someone is in your house. What do? Do you panic?
Do you scream?
Or do you stay calm and act smart?
That sounds like a movie scene. But today, we are telling a scary story for a good reason.
Yes, we are going to practice English. This is the story of The Midnight Visitor.
Do not worry, listeners, you are safe. But in this story, we will learn important words about safety, the home, and emergencies.
Can you understand the story? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome to Mrs. English Hub. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Amelia. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Amelia, today is a special episode.
It is very special. Usually we talk about travel or food or hobbies.
I love talking about food.
Me too. But today we are doing something different. We are telling a suspense story.
Ooh, suspense. I love suspense stories.
Can you explain suspense for our listeners?
Sure. A suspense story is a story that makes you feel excited, but also a little bit nervous.
Right. You want to know what happens next.
Exactly. Stories are the best way to learn English. When you listen to a story, you want to understand the ending.
This helps your brain remember new words naturally. It sticks in your memory.
That is right. Today's story is perfect for A1 and A2 beginners.
If you are just starting to learn English, this video is for you.
We will speak slowly,
We will speak clearly.
and we will explain the difficult words.
We are following two characters named Tom and Anna.
Ah, Tom and Anna. I like them. They usually have a normal, happy life.
Usually. But tonight they have a big problem. A stranger comes to their house.
Spooky. In this lesson, we are focusing on specific vocabulary. We will look at words for the home.
Words like lock, window, and kitchen.
And we will learn very important words for safety. Words like whisper, police, emergency, and safe.
These are words you need to know in real life. They are vital.
This podcast is 20 minutes long. We want you to listen carefully.
Try to answer these questions in your head. What happens first?
What does the thief do?
And finally, how do Tom and Anna stay safe?
Are you ready to practice your English listening skills?
Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's begin the story.
Let's start the story. The time is 8 p.m.
It is a Friday night. I love Friday nights.
Me too. Friday nights are usually great. The work week is finished. You can relax.
That is true. But on this Friday night, the weather is terrible.
Is it snowing?
No, it is raining. It is raining very hard.
Ah, heavy rain. And the wind?
The wind is blowing. Whoosh! It is a dark and stormy night.
Okay, so outside is bad. It's wet and cold. What about inside the house?
Inside, the house is warm. It is dry. Tom and Anna are at home.
What are they doing? Are they having a party?
No party. They are following their daily routine.
Routine. That means the things they do every day, right?
Yes, or every week. Just normal life.
I like a nice routine. So where's Tom?
Tom is in the living room. He is sitting on the sofa.
Is it a comfortable sofa?
Very comfortable. It is soft. He is reading a book.
He's tired from his job, so he's relaxing. That sounds nice.
And where is Anna?
Let me guess. Is she in the garden?
No, it is raining. She is in the kitchen.
Ah, the kitchen. Is she cooking?
She is making tea. Listen to the sound.
I hear it.
She puts water in the kettle boils, then she pours the hot water into 2 cups.
That sounds lovely. It sounds very cozy.
Cozy, that's a great word.
It means warm, comfortable, and safe, like wearing a warm sweater.
Yes, the house is very cozy. Anna walks into the living room. She asks Tom a question.
What does she ask?
She says, Tom, do you want sugar in your tea?
And what does Tom say? Does he like sugar?
Tom smiles. He says, yes, please, Anna. 2 spoons.
This is a very simple conversation.
It is. They are happy. They feel safe.
The doors are closed, the curtains are drawn.
Curtains. Those are the cloth covers on the window.
Exactly. Everything feels perfect. They sit together on the sofa.
They drink their tea. They talk about their day.
They talk about their plans for the weekend. Maybe they want to go to the cinema.
Maybe. This is the normal home setting.
In every scary story, we start with something normal.
Why do we do that, Johnny?
It helps us see the difference. We see safe first, then we see danger later.
That makes sense. Right now, everything is calm.
Everything is peaceful.
But, Johnny, that is about to change.
Suddenly, the atmosphere changes.
It is now 9 p.m., 1 hour later.
The rain stops hitting the roof, the wind stops blowing.
The house becomes very, very quiet.
Silence can be scary sometimes.
I agree. When it is too quiet, you hear every little noise.
Tom is almost asleep on the sofa. His eyes are closed.
And Anna?
Johnny, Anna is looking at her phone. She's checking Instagram.
Just a normal night.
Then, thump.
Wait, what was that?
There's a sound. It's a small sound.
Where does it come from?
It comes from the back of the house, maybe the kitchen.
Maybe it was just the wind?
Or maybe an old house making noises. Old houses creak.
That's what Tom thinks.
Anna asks, Tom, did you hear that?
And Tom?
Tom opens his eyes. He says, hear what? It's probably just the wind.
That is a very common mistake in stories.
It is. People always think it's the wind. It's nothing, they say.
But Anna is smart. She listens closely.
She says, no, Tom, it was not the wind. It sounded like a footstep.
A footstep? That means a person.
That means someone is walking. That is not good.
Now Tom sits up straight. He is not sleepy anymore.
He is awake. He listens. Emmilia, can you explain the difference between hear and listen?
Good question. To hear is passive.
Passive?
Yes, sounds just come into your ears. You don't try, you just hear a car or a bird.
Okay, and to listen?
To listen is active. You try to hear. You focus your attention.
I see. So Tom is focusing very hard. He is listening.
Exactly. Then, crash.
Oh no.
This time, the noise is loud, very loud.
It is the sound of glass, broken glass.
The sound comes from the kitchen window.
Okay, now they know it is not the wind.
No, the wind does not break windows like that.
Tom and Anna look at each other. Their eyes are wide.
They are scared. Their hearts are beating fast. Boom, boom, boom.
Do they scream? Do they yell help?
No, and this is very important, Johnny.
Why?
Because they do not scream. In a dangerous situation, you must be smart.
You must stay calm. If you scream, the bad guy hears you.
Exactly. Tom says, someone is in the kitchen.
Anna says, what do we do?
This is the scary moment. The normal night is over.
Now they have a problem. A stranger, maybe a thief, is inside their house.
So someone is in the house, a midnight visitor.
What do they do next?
Tom stands up very slowly. He puts one finger to his lips.
Like this?
Yes, he whispers.
To whisper. Let's define that.
It means to speak very softly, using only your breath.
Like this, whispering, be quiet.
Yes, perfect. Tom whispers, shh, be quiet, do not speak.
They need to be silent.
If the thief hears them, he might come to the living room.
That makes sense. They need to hide or escape.
Anna nods her head. She understands.
Do they run?
No, they do not run. Running is loud. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
True, they need to be stealthy.
Like ninjas. They do not panic. They work together as a team.
What is their plan?
Tom whispers, we need to go to the bedroom. We need to lock the door.
That's a good plan. The bedroom usually has a strong door.
They start to walk, but they do something smart first.
What?
They take off their shoes.
Ah, because shoes make noise on the floor.
Right. They walk in their socks.
Walking in socks is much quieter.
They walk on the carpet. They move from the living room into the hallway.
The hallway is dark.
While they are walking, they hear sounds from the kitchen.
What do they hear?
They hear a man's voice. He is muttering to himself.
Muttering. That means speaking low to yourself. Like, where's the money? Where is it?
Yes, they hear things moving. Clunk, bang.
The thief is opening cupboards.
He is looking for something valuable.
He probably wants money.
Or maybe a television or jewelry.
It is very scary to hear a stranger in your house.
Tom and Anna keep moving. They are very brave.
Tom and Anna reach the bedroom. They go inside.
Now this is the most important part.
Yes, Anna closes the door very gently.
She does not slam it.
Then, click.
She turns the lock.
Lock, L-O-C-K.
To lock means to close a door with a key or a button.
It means it cannot be opened from the outside.
Now the thief cannot get in.
They are safer now.
But they are not finished.
They need help.
They are locked in the bedroom. What do they do now? Do they wait?
No, they need to call for help.
Anna whispers, "I have my phone."
Tom says, good, call the police. Call 911.
Let's talk about that number.
Good idea. In this story, they are in the United States, so the number is 911.
But what if our listeners are in the UK?
If you're in the UK, the number is 999.
And in Europe?
In Europe, it is usually 112.
Knowing this number is vital vocabulary.
Vital means very, very important. It can save your life.
So Anna dials the number. Is she calm?
Her hands are shaking. She's very nervous.
But her voice?
Her voice is clear. This is important for our listeners.
In an emergency, you must speak clearly. Let's act this out, Johnny. I will be the operator. You be Anna.
Okay, I will be Anna. Hello? Police? Please help.
911, what is your emergency?
Someone is in my house. I hear glass breaking.
Okay, ma'am. What is your address?
My address is 123 Maple Street.
Is anyone else in the house with you?
Yes, my husband. We are in the bedroom. The door is locked.
Okay, stay on the line. Police are coming. Do not open the door.
And scene. That was a great example, Emmilia.
You were a very good Anna, Johnny.
Thank you. But notice what Anna did.
She said the problem clearly. Someone is in my house.
And she gave the address immediately.
If you don't say the address, the police don't know where to go.
Stay on the line. That means do not hang up the phone.
Now they must wait.
Waiting is the hardest part.
They sit on the floor. They sit away from the door.
Why away from the door?
Just in case the thief tries to break it, you want to be far away.
Smart. They hold hands.
They are terrified, but they are safe because they followed the rules.
They stayed calm, they communicated clearly, and they locked the door.
5 minutes pass.
In a situation like this, 5 minutes feels like 5 hours.
I am sure it does. Every second feels long. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Then they see something.
Through the curtains of the bedroom window, they see lights.
What color lights?
Flashing lights. Blue and red. Blue and red.
Those are the police lights.
Tom whispers, "Look, the police are here."
Then they hear a loud siren. Wee woo, wee woo.
The siren stops outside their house.
And then? Does the thief run?
They hear a very loud voice outside.
Who is it?
It is a police officer. He is using a megaphone to make his voice loud.
What does he shout?
He shouts, "Police, come out with your hands up."
Wow, that must be intense.
Inside the house, they hear running footsteps. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
The thief is running away.
He runs out the back door.
Does he get away?
He tries to run into the garden, but the police are fast.
The police are everywhere.
Tom and Anna hear shouting, then silence.
The police caught him?
Yes. A moment later, there is a knock on the bedroom door. Knock, knock, knock.
Wait, do they open it?
Johnny, be careful.
It could be the thief tricking them.
Good point. You should never open the door until you are sure.
So what do?
They wait. Then they hear a voice.
What does the voice say?
It says, "Police, it is safe now. You can open the door."
Okay, now it is safe.
Tom unlocks the door. He opens it.
A police officer is standing there.
He looks kind. He asks, "Are you okay?"
And Anna says,
"Yes, we are okay. Did you catch him?"
the officer says, "Yes, he is in the police car. You are safe now."
Phew, I am so happy to hear that.
Tom and Anna take a deep breath. They are relieved.
Relieved. Let's explain that.
To be relieved means the fear is gone.
You feel light. You feel happy again because the bad thing is finished.
They go to the kitchen.
The window is broken. There is glass on the floor.
But nothing is stolen?
Nothing is stolen because Tom and Anna acted fast.
The thief did not have time to take anything.
They are safe. They lock the front door.
And finally, the night is quiet again. Wow, Emmilia, that was a suspenseful story.
It was, but it had a happy ending.
Why? Because the characters were smart.
Exactly. Now, let's review the important vocabulary from this story.
Listeners, listen and repeat after us.
Number 1, lock. To close a door with a key.
Anna locked the bedroom door.
Number 2, whisper. To speak very quietly using only breath.
Tom whispered to Anna so the thief would not hear.
Number 3, emergency. A dangerous situation that needs help fast.
This was a serious emergency.
Number 4, police. The people who protect us and catch criminals.
Anna called the police immediately.
And number 5, relieved. To feel happy after being scared.
They were relieved when the police arrived.
Excellent work today, everyone.
Listening to stories like this helps your brain process English naturally.
You practiced listening to past and present tenses.
And you learned how to handle a scary situation.
We have a question for you. Did you understand the story?
And tell us in the comments, what would you do if you heard a noise in your house?
Would you be brave like Anna, or would you hide under the bed?
Let us know in the comments below.
If you want more stories like this, stories about daily life, travel, or mysteries, please click the like button.
And subscribe to Mrs. English Hub.
Stay safe, keep practicing your English, and we will see you in the next lesson.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.